Hey everyone! So today we're going to talk about the longest running experiment in the history of this planet, one that's been going on for over 3.5 billion years. In many ways, it can be thought of as the culmination of all the principles we've discussed during our time together. This experiment, being overseen by the universe itself, is the vehicle through which all life on this planet has been realized, and is known to many as the process of evolution. You see, 4.5 billion years ago, the Earth, right at its birth, was a violent, inhospitable place, devoid of anything that we would recognize as life. However, over the next billion years, as things began to calm down and the climate started to stabilize, something incredible happened. Simple organic molecules, the building blocks of nucleic acids and lipid membranes, came together in such a way as to allow for their continued propagation through self-replication, which, in that glorious moment, became the first instance of life on this earth. From that moment on, life has advanced through the ages up to this very moment, giving us the unbelievable diversity of organisms which we are able to see and enjoy every day. And we have nothing other than evolution to thank. At a fundamental level, evolution can be thought of as the process of an organism simply acquiring favorable traits through random stochastic processes, traits which allow those individuals to better survive and reproduce in their environment, passing on and enriching for those characteristics in the population. This is known as natural selection. Over time, enough of these adaptations are made such that a speciation event occurs, wherein a new species is born. Our understanding of this process was independently developed by two profound intellects in the mid-19th century, Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace, two British scientists fascinated with understanding how life came to be as it is today. Their conclusions have sparked a radical revolution in how we have come to understand our place in the world and in the universe at large, and scientists have continued to grow in their appreciation for this unprecedented discovery, with the fundamental mechanisms of evolution still being worked out to this very day. As an example, have you ever considered what the nature of that original occurrence of life looked like? Amazingly, it likely relied on a single type of molecule to both store its genetic information as well as perform all of its cellular functions, RNA, ribonucleic acid, an idea known as the RNA world hypothesis. This is not unreasonable if we consider the fundamental dogma of biology as we know it today, that DNA, which encodes all the genetic information you and I carry around, is transcribed into RNA, the messenger molecule for modern life, which is then translated into proteins, the molecular workhorses responsible for essentially everything that goes on in our cells. It makes sense that this complexity did not arise all at once, but instead began as a simple entity which was capable of reproduction, only later acquiring the many levels of regulation we observe today. Another way in which evolution is still a compelling concept to explore is that researchers have discovered ways to exploit the phenomena of natural selection in the lab, developing the process known as directed evolution. In these experiments, proteins are allowed to rapidly take on mutations, with clever tricks in the design of the experiment which select for only those proteins who display the functional enhancement desired. This work has tremendous potential in both medicine and alternative energy and will likely be adapted in ways currently unimagined. That's it for us. I'm Justin Scott, your TransitTV Science Genie, reminding you to always ask questions.